So you may have heard me talk about this concept before, but it's the concept of our potential and how much of our potential we're actually tapping into. Because the thing that, if this were to represent 100% of our potential in life, then what we're told is that we're only really ever tapping into a tiny percentage of the overall potential. So 10, 15%, that's what the literature seems to say. I'm not that fussed about what the number is. I guess the point that we're making here is that there's so much left within us to really tap into than what we ever really use. So this here really is our performance, but we're looking for maximizing as best we can our potential. So what actually do we need to do? So again, some kind of developments in my thinking about that, just to give it real clarity, is what is it that we need to do here? I've always previously said, which still is true, is that fundamentally it's a skill set thing. What are the skills that we need to actually develop in order to kind of allow ourselves to perform better? And it's also a mindset thing as well, which effectively says, okay, what are the kind of the more empowering beliefs that we can actually have that can very often can be an absolute amplifier to the skill set that we've got. I use sales as the example. You could become good at sales through learning more skills, but if you've got a negative belief around what a salesperson actually is, it will always hold you back from being truly effective. Flip that round. If you change your view, your paradigm on what it is to be an effective salesperson, rather than the sleazy, slimy, pushy seller, actually to be the professional guy or girl who listens and genuinely questions to understand the needs, so that we can potentially match up a solution that we might have in order to advance that person to kind of a better future. Now, that's a much more empowering belief than the other one. Now, that's an amplifier, therefore, to the skills. Okay, so that's a kind of a quick example. So what I've also become much clearer in kind of coaching people on is, if we want to see a much bigger increase in our performance and thereby tapping into more of what we know is our potential, there are three things. The first thing is, number one, is focus. We must be setting ourselves the goals to say, what is it that we want to achieve more than what we've got right now? So again, look at one of my videos around what the reasons why we would set goals, but we've got to have focus on where we want to get to. The second thing, of course, then is we need discipline. We need discipline around, okay, so if that's what we want to get to, then we know that there are some things that we need to be doing on a habitual routine basis. So how do we create the right habits, and also how do we eliminate some of the bad habits that's holding us back from making growth in our performance? And then thirdly is around, I call it belief or confidence, which says, look, we've got to believe that this is possible and that we can, even though we might not feel it right now in terms of, gosh, that feels like a stretch. You've got to have a level of belief. So what are all the positive things that you're putting into your head that build your own belief? But also this idea of what's called the competence confidence loop around, actually, you got to start, you got to do something to try. You try, you maybe fail, but you learn, you try again, you build that level of competence, and as you build competence in kind of starting to learn how to do the thing, then you get confidence. As that cycle continues, the more and more confidence you get, the belief starts to really build, and then you get to a different level of saying, flipping heck, I've managed to achieve that. Then my set of beliefs kind of will fuel me to kind of go further as well. And again, you're constantly evolving in your confidence and therefore your belief of what's possible. So now, again, that's a very quick snapshot of kind of what are the things that we need to be doing in order to move from here to somewhere closer to our full potential. But my encouragement to anyone is, please, don't just sit on your arse thinking this is it. There's tons more that you can actually be doing for your own life, for your own job, whatever. But again, it's not easy. It needs focus, discipline, and belief. But again, this is the kind of stuff that a good coach will help you to really start thinking about and start getting busy doing. So, doing and being. So look, If I can help you with some of this stuff, I'd love to. But if it's not me, go out and find a great coach that gets you to perform at your personal best. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Just worry about you. Worry about you and saying, what could I possibly be doing on this planet for the time I'm here to be at my best? You've got people out there who want to help you. I'm one of those. There are others as well. But again, find a good coach and get them to help you be your personal best. Until we meet, good luck in your life. Cheers again.